Oh, because I called you.
Yeah. Okay, so I can relax. Oh, wait, is that on?
It's on live now.
Oh, bitch.
There's no relaxing.
Well, bitch, damn.
She said, is that on?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tag you though,
Can you put the
Nisha.
music on?
Can you just give me a second, okay?
Oh, we got good form.
Right, we're live. We getting dry for him.
I'm gonna need a new drink.
I got y'all. I'll make it really strong this time so you guys can be sick.
Don't make me full. Some chair's kind of high.
All right, one down, one more to go.
Woo. What you
We're just
putting
trying
that
to get
on?
this right. We're trying to get this sound right.
Yours on Instagram.
Put mine on Instagram.
Yeah.
What do you have a big following on Instagram? Doesn't matter.
You know.
So which?
Good.
What do you guys prefer?
It's all right.
I can go
As we
live,
go on
live
this shit.
individually from you guys' Instagrams if you'd like.
Or maybe we should do Facebook since Instagram wasn't looking too hot.
Okay.
Remember Instagram wasn't clear?
Yeah.
I want them to see
But I
us.
think that's because it was a joint video.
Oh.
But I can do your Facebook live too if you want. Oh, it looks really good on Facebook.
Yes, maybe we should do
Really
Facebook.
good. Like really, really.
Especially for the introduction. Because they gotta see who we is.
Yes, it. We got to get into all this beauty and body.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Come on, phone. Your phone's all clear. I need to take my phone. Alright, so I'm doing live from both of you guys' phones. Okay.
Okay. Shout out to tech support.
Yes.
Try to make it happen. You know.
You're working on the $5 tip.
You know. Alright, keep taking little jokes.
Let us know when you got it.
Whenever you
Because
ready.
we still
ready.
live over here on this one.
Oh,
You got it. Just give me a second. I'm just trying to get
All right. While he's
Tech
figuring
support's
out that
a little
one.
snappy.
Right.
I'm just
We gotta get him a
tagging
drink.
people.
We're just trying to, yeah.
What are gonna be like? Y'all should have me on the show.
She probably gonna be knocking on the door in a little bit. You said she texted you?
Yeah. There you go.
Same
You guys, all right. You guys are good.
We good?
Yes.
On
You're
both?
live. You're live. You're
Live.
live. You're live. You're
You got
live.
anybody
Yes.
in the room?
Yeah, you got people in the room.
All right. What's going on? Can we
Get the music.
not the music, not only the music, but
How can we sync this up?
oh yeah.
Oh, just
On
go
your
to Facebook. Yeah.
Is it open already?
It should pop up.
Bear with us, guys. But
Yeah,
I
we
promise
just trying to set
you ain't gonna
everything
wanna
up.
you ain't gonna wanna leave.
Yep.
We got some ish to go
Hopefully
through.
not.
You gonna want to leave?
If we don't get this, Jamel, did you come log out or something? Like, are you temporarily in?
He's a temp. So, we tested him out. We went through this temp agency.
Don't worry, our second show we're gonna get it together.
Exactly.
Listen.
We just gotta get our angles right on my Drake voice.
I gotta figure out my password.
All right, so we gonna just sip to that. We don't know who's in the room yet, but I am your boy Antoine London, and I'm on Instagram by Antoine London, and I also am on Instagram at Hair by A London. I'm a hairstylist, and I am just chilling with my girl Niche.
All right. As he said, I'm Niche. I'm on Instagram as Pretty Niche 1, so go follow that, check that out. As well as my boy A London and his hair page. Me, I'm not a hairstylist. I'm just a regular general manager for Burger King. One time for the Whopper. one time.
Shout
So
out
your
to
kids need a job, 16 and older, bring them my way.
We bringing y'all something new. This is all
Don't under.
Oh,
Don't
I'm
bring
sorry.
Up, you are
A great mother.
manager.
You better tell them tech support.
Right,
That's
come
why we
on,
got
shout
him on
out,
payroll.
right.
You
There
know,
you
come
go. He came through with the drinks. He's about to have a refill in a minute.
through. Exactly. But
We bringing to y'all the chit chat. So you know what? Pull up a chair, come sit down, and have a good old fashioned chit chat with your people.
exactly. So give us a second.
He's still working on the music over here. First time, making it happen.
Just tell him to give you a second.
Give him a second.
I'm gonna give y'all a second.
Oh, don't get.
Don't give him a second. Give
Right.
us a second.
So back to us, right?
Exactly.
Because we in good form. Cheers to that.
Yes.
One cup a little lower than the other.
It damn sure is. That's the thing I had.
Somebody started sipping before me.
Yo, hold up,
So are you in the room yet?
hold up.
We're just trying to figure out who's in the room too.
Yo, what's the hold
We cut it down a little bit. thinking whose side, they on Nikki's side, they on Nikki's side, because you hear Nikki in the background. But we haven't really discussed the
You already know.
We don't know exactly who in the room right here is on Nikki or Cardi's side.
One time for the one time.
We ain't discussed that. We wanted to save that for the live chit chat.
We'll see.
Now that we're here.
You got a few viewers in here.
Oh, we thought it was another technical difference.
I know.
We
If
had
only
to
we
skip
had
for a
something to see
second.
who those viewers
Yeah,
are.
I'm saying you
Right.
got no views.
You said that?
Yeah, true.
She's like a little pregnant ass.
But you looking.
I know, with your looking ass.
You're one.
Thank you. Shout out to Andrew for looking.
Now tell your friends to look too.
Right. Share. Tag your friends.
All this-
Let us know. Bring them in. Come
Let
on.
us
We're
know.
trying to get this room filled up before we
I'm
jump with
telling
our
y'all,
topics and
by
our
the time
thoughts.
we're done with y'all tonight, y'all gonna be ready for part 2.
Not only we gotta give a shout out to Jay Shine on the drinks and the music. He's just trying to work it out for us right now. All right, let's get into some. Let's
Yes.
talk a little some. What's
Exactly.
going on? How was your weekend? Let the people know what your weekend was like.
For my week.
Weekend.
We get into the
Oh
weekend.
right. Shout out to the
Keep it
drinks.
drinking.
I've been drinking. But yeah.
But as I said before, I'll be at Burger King this weekend. So ain't nothing really popping off over here. What about you?
Well, this weekend coming up, my mom's birthday is tomorrow. So shout out to my mom's. She wouldn't want me to let y'all know her age, but she would want me to say good black don't crack.
Dirty 30.
Alright, so my plans, I have a day off tomorrow, so no clients for me, no work, I'm good. I'm just going to probably go down to the city, to the Broil. If y'all ever heard of the Broil, let me know what y'all views are on that. It's a pretty good seafood spot. I'm just not into all seafoods. How you feeling seafood?
I'm with the black basics.
The
Shrimp,
black basics, I can't.
crab legs.
Right.
Exactly.
So
lobster tail. That we keep it there. I don't judge people who go with the mussels and stuff. That's your prerogative.
Yeah, that's not my
But,
thing either. My mother's into all that, so we're gonna get to the seafood lovers.
Yeah, I never been there though. So tell me how it is.
I've been there one time already.
Yeah, it's
Jamel
cool.
came with me before. It was cool. They give you like a big bag of seafood.
Hey,
What up though?
I think people want to talk about Cardi and Nicki. I see somebody wrote Cardi all day. Robert.
Wait, time out.
Oh boy, so we got.
All right, so we going skirt.
Yeah, let's get
Okay.
into that then. Let me
So we gotta.
fix my cheer up.
All
So
right, so now me and London haven't really went over this about
we
what
haven't
team.
seen who's on whose side.
Exactly. So
Somebody
this is.
saying Cardi all day.
Whoa, is that another?
No,
So with
Same person? Okay. So I'm gonna have to get in there. First of all, I'm Team Nikki. Where my Barb's at? Barb's, where they at though? Alright.
well,
What you is though?
I'm not really a fan. I'm not a major fan of either girl, but I would have to say in this time I'm gonna have to go with Nikki.
Okay. I was about to
I'm
say,
just
because in a
gonna-
minute,
I'm
ladies
gonna
and
have
gentlemen,
to-
he was gonna have to pack his shit and go. Okay.
But I'm gonna have to go with Nikki on this one. Why do you say Nikki though?
Now, don't get me wrong. I love Cardi, especially coming from the Bronx, Townview, where we at, all right? Especially coming from there. I love me some, the Benderella story. I love it, But here's my thing. First of all, there's certain places that you do and do not do things. First and foremost. That's
Okay.
just to me. If you roll up on me at Burger King, you're asking for your life to end. Because now you're threatening my livelihood, my child's livelihood, and my nigga's livelihood. So therefore, there's rules and regulations to that. We not in the streets. You know what I'm saying? We not dope boys. There's rules to this,
So do you feel like she should have pulled up on her? Do you feel like she should keep her opinion? She should have saved that to another spot, or do you think she just believed in the hype and she was going off of what was fed to her in her ear?
She let somebody hype her up. She let somebody put that battery in her back, and she went off emotions.
Hold that thought.
On both of them or just one of them?
No,
What happened?
Hold that thought. I'm gonna go live from your Instagram.
It was boring.
No, your Facebook is good with it.
Oh, he just cut
You
it
should
dead
just-
mid. He didn't
I'm
even
sorry.
just switch
I
it.
know.
Like,
No, because I don't want
y'all.
y'all. I don't want to miss a beat. I don't want y'all.
Yeah, so you could just miss 5 beats. Like, when you stop that smack in the middle of my conversation.
I'm sorry.
Anywho, I felt like
Which
I ain't gonna take your opinion away. I'm not trying to cut into your opinion, but I had to take a little slight turn here. Cause I'm like, if Cardi B was really about that life, then I think that she could have pulled up to Nikki at Queen Radio.
Oh,
She
yeah.
she could have waited to the, to
Studio session.
right,
Anything.
like,
McDonald's.
anything, you have contacts. You know where other artists is gonna be. You know where they're gonna pull up. You should have pulled up there. You know what she's gonna do. Interviews, Crash. She got stuff out. She know you got stuff out. Why would you wait to the biggest time where all of the these high labels, high people in demand are
Fashion
here?
Week is not
Like,
the
come
time.
on now. You talking about I'm gonna be who I'm gonna be, and I'm just gonna
Yeah.
roll. I don't care. Like, that's all for love and hip hop. But this is not love and hip hop. Like, you gotta kind of bring it down.
Absolutely.
And then on top of that, Nicki had receipts. Cardi B ain't had no receipts. So what do you say on that? You gotta come with some action. Ooh, what happened?
I'm waiting on you, boo.
Oh, I'm like, oh, because you looked at me like, like I had a receipt in my back pocket. I'm like, did I do something wrong?
I'm totally with, especially, I think everybody got on her bandwagon because they was like, all right, Nikki said something about her kid. But then Nikki, like you said, came with the receipts where you said there was no rules, babe.
And then she actually said that she would never say something about somebody's child. So now is Nikki owed an apology?
Exactly. And now you
Because she
contradicting what
actually
you
came and
said.
said out of her mouth that she would never speak on no one's child. So does Cardi B give an apology, or how? Like, what is she to do now?
Well, you know,
Just stand back and then take the bad guy role?
it's already too far gone.
Cardi,
for-
not apology.
Yeah, she's not apologizing, especially when she had to walk around with that.
Speed knot.
Exactly.
Boom.
Can you not?
You say, can you not?
So,
Shout out to the low key thing.
exactly. So I think she's already in her feelings type.
Wait,
but
somebody's saying Cardi has receipts.
what receipt she got? Who's that? Who's somebody?
The only thing Cardi
Robert
got a
Hatcher.
receipt to.
Right, is that the same one that was Cardi B?
The
Cardi
only
B?
thing that Cardi got a receipt to is her wig.
Ooh.
So stop it. You know she ain't got no receipts to nothing else. Her
Oh,
wig.
what?
She ain't even got a receipt to that butt. I mean, I'd love to work with you one day, but I gotta
Yeah.
keep it 100.
No.
I mean, I'm not gonna front. Cardi got some good music, but she just don't hold no weight. Especially as a new mom. What did you just show your
Thank
daughter
you.
as a female in this industry, coming up and trying to be one of the best out there? What kind of example did you leave for this little girl? That's all you have to think, like, you're a parent now. Everybody just gave you all the shout out. Now everybody's unfollowing you on Instagram. J-Lo unfollowed her.
Fashion
after
Week
a
is
song
not
that
going to
she
check
just
up for you
did.
next year. That's where I say there's a time and a place. And I feel like
Was
it's
anybody checking to see what she had on?
well,
And she wasn't allowed to attend any more fashion week.
exactly.
events.
So why you gonna mess up your bag? At the end of the day, this is about the bag. You secure the bag, and then you worry about everything else.
Well, let's say who's gonna write her freestyle. How about
Ooh.
that? Cause you know she's gonna have a little diss track somewhere. If she, hopefully she don't do a Remy Ma move and just do a regular diss track and then throw it to the winds. Maybe she'll give us like a no fraud,
Yeah.
actual song that'll pick up on the charts and she'll make money from it. So let's see if she go that route and just throw digs in another song.
Speaking of routes, is she gonna do that by herself, or is Daddy Offset gonna jump in and save the day again?
Ooh.
Because that bothered me too. When it's women business, keep that women business. All right, there's a difference between nobody jumped her or nobody, you know what I'm saying? There's a difference between when the man should get involved. If it's two women, let the women hash it out. That's how I feel.
I feel you, because I probably would have stayed there too. Come on, like, you got
Yeah.
two of the biggest females in here. You the only man.
What's the
Ain't no
deal?
other men come at your girl. Ain't no, ain't nobody
Exactly.
disrespect from the side to make you want to jump in. So
Nobody
you
heard
know,
it out her mouth saying nothing about the child. It's just hearsay.
Now you all of a sudden you wanna defend your girl. But what about your other 5 baby mothers?
Ooh,
I'm
I
just
need a
saying.
drink.
Niggas got about 6 baby mothers.
Ooh, Jesus.
You ain't defending them.
You right?
Yeah, he come through dripping all right. That's what I'm just saying. Just saying.
Ooh, okay now. So
Speaking of the
where's-
kids,
yeah.
speaking of the kids, what you got to say about the kids?
I mean, it's crazy because I was at work and this topic came up where it was like how parents are making their kids at 16 and 17 years old, pay rent. So what do y'all feel on teenagers having to pay rent? I feel that they should. That's just me personally. I got 3 kids. Shout out to my 3 girls. Thought I was gonna get a boy. Didn't happen. Whatever, we're over it. Here we are. But anyway, me personally, with my girls, as long as they're in school, they're not ever gonna give me a dime. Ever. As long as you're in school doing what you gotta do. You could be going for 6 different master's degrees. You bring them degrees home to mama. You ain't never, because at the end of the day, as a parent, that's what I signed up for. So that's how I feel. What do you feel on that?
I feel, high school, no. College, that's a different story. Because now you have to teach your child how to have responsibilities and juggle many different hats. Because you had to do it at one point, so why shouldn't your kids have to do it? I feel like you have to teach your responsibilities. If you don't teach them how to pay bills early, then they're going to get to the point where they have their bills stacked up and they'll never pay them. Because they're like, oh, my mother's going to help me. My mother's going to help me. She said, as long as I'm in school, my mother's going to help me. Now, your ass going to go bankrupt trying to sit there and support your kids? Not at all. Sorry.
I think there's a difference, though. There's a difference between giving your child everything and letting them grow up. I think that's what's wrong with our community.
Right.
Is that we focus on too much of, you got to give a certain amount of money to the rent because you live here. I didn't ask to be here. It's not my fault that you're struggling. That's why I say in high school is cool. Yeah.
Somebody had a comment.
What up? What's the comment? Let us know.
And who it's from? Technical support. You got to get us our iPad.
Right.
Because
I'm trying to see it.
For me, all through college,
right,
my kids, I feel like they're going to be, now what I'm saying, when it comes to like phone bill and stuff, that's your bills. That's not, you know what I'm saying, you want to drive a certain car, that's on you. But as far as you never having to worry about where you're going to lay your head, you
so
never
personal house bills, like utility bills.
Exactly. You are never going to have to pay adult bills that I'm supposed to provide. So pretty much utility,
cable, Con Ed.
Exactly.
So the comment says, I don't believe they should pay, but ain't nothing wrong with them contributing if they're working.
But see, no. Because then you're teaching your child, okay, if I don't work, then I can't contribute. If I don't got this, then I'm not going to contribute. And
no,
I feel like...
you get it. Because, first of all, I disagree. Nah, I agree with... What that person said? Who was that?
Who was that?
Robert.
And what he said again?
Robert said, I don't believe they should pay, but ain't nothing wrong with them contributing if they're working.
I agree.
What is your definition of contributing?
Because, right.
What is your definition of contributing?
You can contribute in groceries. You can contribute in doing laundry. Little
but
things
to
like
me,
that.
That's not bills.
That's okay. So like you said, contributing. He didn't say bills.
Yeah.
So but you gotta do something.
I feel like you should. And in that too, I'm not gonna tell my child, you buy this and that and that. I'm gonna see what they do because at the end of the day, I want to see where your head's at. I want to see how I raised you.
So we gonna see in a couple of years about what her bank account look like. She's gonna take care of 3 goddamn girls for the rest of their life because they're gonna be like, oh, I think I changed my mind.
But you know what?
I'm gonna go to school.
I'm gonna make sure when they leave my house, they got an 800 credit score. When they leave my house, they're gonna have those master's degrees.
There's gonna be 800.
When they leave my house, they're gonna be able to take care of mama because they're gonna be set for life. Now I'm not saying little Clarissa stay in the house with a boyfriend John and shack up and shit while you in community college down the street. That's not what I'm saying.
So that's your sacrifice for your kids.
Exactly, absolutely. Because at the end of the day, that's what I grind hard for every day. That's what I get up in the morning every day. When I tell myself when I get up in the morning, this ain't for you. It's not for you no more. It's for them. So at the end of the day, I want them to be able to not just work that paycheck to paycheck that we get so trapped up in. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I want them to be able to be like, you know what, Mom? We going to fucking Hawaii tomorrow. You right, let me pack my bags.
Say that one more time for the people.
You know, we going to Hawaii tomorrow.
She said she want to be able to take her kids across the world.
About when my kids pack them? Yeah, I want my kids to be able to wake up and say, you know what, Mom?
What's the feedback? What's the comment?
We going to Hawaii tomorrow.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So, Shonda said, I'm agreeing it teaches them responsibility and independence. Yes, if they're out of school, because they're going to have to pay their way wherever they go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can get that. I can dig.
Because only thing I hate is about, as you know, when the parents, you know, when they get a certain age and they start charging them the bills, you know, you got to pay rent, you got to help this, you got to help that. So it's like after they cut all that up, is give this money and give that money and then still be a kid and hang out. What do they have left to put towards their future?
But you know what? I get everything you're saying. Huh?
People have comments.
What's the comments?
So Shonda also says, my son has to contribute to his laundry, pay his own phone bill, and give that $50 out of that check, plus buy their own, I can't see the rest, but
What do you mean
Yeah.
$50 out
But
of
like,
the
what's the
check?
$50? Are you saving
What is that
$50
to?
for him, or are you like putting that towards your rent? Like, is that
Yeah.
personal $50?
Is that gas money?
Are you saving it for him so when, like, you know, like when you turn a certain
Yeah.
age, you just give him some
His
birthday
move out
money,
fund?
Christmas? or
Yeah,
something?
like, what is
move
that?
out fund, I'm
Yeah.
done.
I mean, it's gotta be an end result. It's gotta be an end result. You know?
Okay.
Because me and Daddy not having him in the house today for each other.
All right, we got some more comments.
What's up?
Robert also said, in school they don't teach you about finances. At
Absolutely
home,
not.
At home, you should teach your kids so that when they leave home, they'll be prepared.
Absolutely. That absolutely. Instead of teaching my
But you
kids
just said
trigonometry,
but you
they
just
need
said
to teach them
absolutely,
credit
but you
reports.
said that they don't have to pay nothing as long as they're in school.
That don't mean you
which one
can't
is it?
teach them.
Pick a
That
side,
don't mean
pick
you
a
can't
side.
teach them. That don't mean you can't teach them. You can teach them the right way without charging them. You can instill that, like, listen, you need to put 100 aside for this that's coming up. You got this that's coming. You need to save because in 5 years you need to be here and here. And in 10 years, you know what I'm saying? So you can mold them into what you know what's best for them, but you don't got to take their money and pay rent.
Honestly, I feel like if you raise a child the right way and you know it was good parenting, I do feel like that child would want, you know, certain kids, they want to help their parents.
Absolutely.
Because they just see you working hard.
Yeah. Oh,
so,
yeah.
you know, sometimes you do have that where you won't have to say much. They're like, Mom,
Yeah.
you want me to do this? Your child should be able to get to the point where they're offering things because
yeah.
of how you raise them.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like.
But when it comes to that, I would never want my girls to, unless they went to school, they got their career, they're stable in their life, they know who they are. I would never want them to say, Mom, I'm gonna pay the rent or this is towards the rent. I would rather them say, you know what, Mom, I got groceries because I know I do eat. You know, something like that because it helps the house, but it's mainly for you. You know what I'm saying?
So in other words,
teach
you're
Another
Yeah.
comment. Dwayne says, I will never make my kids pay. Train them, but never make them feel grown bills are their responsibility.
Come through,
And you
Dwayne.
know
For
what?
you're creating.
Come
And you know what you just created? You just created a 45-year-old man living in his mother's house.
Because you
that's
know
not
why?
gonna sit there and
Because
teach
you know why? A 45-year-old man, he better have 6 motherfucking degrees.
No, I'm not saying it in a disrespectful way because I'm like, if you're gonna sit there and keep giving this person, like, you know, like saying you don't have to do, you have to do, you have to do, I take care of you. I'm creating this child to stay in my house forever.
But that's not
Because
saying
now
that
they're gonna never want to say anything again. Because when come on, if I'm not making you pay bills, why would you want to pay $900 or $1,200 for rent?
But
Why?
that's not saying
But
that
why would you
you're
wanna
not
say
going
it
to
to get
teach
your
them
own?
to do something else.
They're
You're
gonna
going to be
spoil
teaching
you.
them to put their money in stocks. You're
Fuck
going to
the
be teaching
stocks,
them.
get out my house.
What?
I think-
Stocks?
I
Wait,
mean,
hold
I'm
up.
not
Let's
saying
go
that,
into stocks.
but get out my
Fuck the
house
stocks.
too,
You
as
know what?
well.
If you would have
It's
taught
like-
your kid, Oprah took over Weight Watchers. There was a guy on the news who he had
But
5
can we
shares
get-
or something like that on Weight Watchers. He woke up since Oprah took over. Shit, he had $500,000 in his bank account. He went from $5 to $500,000. That could have been your son. That could have been
Well,
little AJ.
I'm not saying that. Come on.
Robert says, my child's paying half on rent, and
What?
depending on the bill, one of them might be in their name.
See,
Okay,
if that ain't
Robert,
black
you
people,
would.
if that ain't black people, little
Stop
Sean,
it.
if
But you
that
know
ain't
what?
black people, little Shaquana got a light bill on her name by she 2,
No, you
got a
know what?
cable bill on her name by the time she 9, and got the water bill on her name by the time she 13.
But you know what that means? That means shout out to Robert. We're going to see more on Ayala in about 3 years when you have kids.
Exactly. We're going to need a Ayala to fix that life. Because kids shouldn't even know what rent is. They should not.
I agree. But after a certain age,
After a certain age of what?
you should know what the rent is. 18, and you out of high school, and
But
no,
you
you
in
need to know what that
college.
rent is. Let me show you what
18,
let me show you what all these bills that I held from you look
No,
like.
see, no, don't listen to him. No, I think that.
But you know what you gotta, because at some point you have to understand, you have to let them know the difference between finishing school and just getting a job and
Yes.
supporting your own and what it looks like to be an adult.
Yes.
So you have to lay those bills out and let you know what I do so that you can prepare yourself for this in the future. You don't necessarily have to pay everything, but you need to see what I have to deal with or what the camera though. but you need to see exactly how, you know, why I grind so hard. You don't have to do it. I don't want to put the stress on you to make you feel like you have to help me with the bills, but
Okay.
you need to see.
We got another comment.
What up?
By the way, Love Here just joined, so you know.
Shout out to Tia Love here. Woo woo.
Loretta Mayo says, I never made my kids pay for anything in the household, but what I did do was teach them about finances.
Yes.
Okay, see,
Yes.
there you go.
Yes.
So you balanced it because you had a conversation and you let them know. But now all your kids is out and they do. Don't look at me like that because everybody's not the same. Everybody's not the same. Some people say one thing and it'll be a whole nother story. Everybody, don't look
Oh, I
at me
can
like
see
that.
it. I can see it now. I guess I was supposed to turn it sideways.
Shout out to Tech Support.
Okay, so
The Techman's drinking.
Yeah, exactly. I've been
Nigga,
drinking.
all right.
I've been drinking.
Listen. Okay, so Loretta Mayo's full comment was, I never made my kids pay for anything in the household, but what I did do was teach them about finances, so every paycheck, they had to save a portion of their check, and if they had a job with tips, that's all they could spend. The check went into the bank.
So he saved.
Out of the money they kept.
But you didn't say that.
They had
So
to
I'm
decide
trying to
how to
co-sign.
spend it on things that they wanted.
What else would they be doing with the
Now-
money? Buying Jordans?
Who know?
Not in my
You ain't
damn house.
specify. I don't. You left that all over for me to make up my own assumption.
Oh my God. He's out of his mind.
Come on
It's
now.
his drink.
I
Nah, but
mean,
all
but-
jokes aside, what we're trying to get at is that we're trying to stop the
We
trend.
got comments coming in.
We're
Comments.
trying to stop the trend. Y'all trying to stop the trend? What are the comments?
All right, we got Dwayne commented again. He said, until they move out, most move out
Bro.
or are put out because they don't get along with their family or they are having. Okay.
Oh, that's
I'm
a
not
whole
reading that
nother.
part.
That's a whole nother sidebar.
Right.
Because if you think you growner than me, baby, you gotta go.
I'm gonna need a whole nother
So,
shot. in
yeah,
it
that's
for
a
that
whole
one.
different. We talking about, financial.
edible.
We talking about, because I'm raising 3 girls. So I know it's getting ready to come a time where they start feeling themselves, and I'm gonna have to tie these motherfucking braids up, and we're gonna have to go toe to toe in the lawn.
Nish, your mom said hi.
Good night, Gracie.
Shout out to Keith.
Shout
What's
out
going
to
on,
Keith.
Keith? How are you?
K-Monique hair.
Give her
Go
that
cop your
plug.
bundle. She's having a sale.
Hey.
Give her that plug.
Yeah.
What's your mother? What's the Instagram?
K-Monique hair.
Okay, that's on Instagram. That's the
Yes.
Instagram name.
Yes. So come through bundles.
Okay, you guys have another comment from Shonda. She said, continuing on from about,
Paying bills with
Right,
the kids.
right, right.
Okay.
it was like food, whatever. I just don't want him to be one of them dudes looking for a handout, just laying around doing nothing. Plus, I want him to open a bank account and save. God bless the child that got his own.
Yeah. But we're not
But
talking
you know
about like
what?
laying around
But you
doing
know
nothing.
what?
We're talking about
That all sounds good and sweet and dandy, but that's the typical lifetime story that we just got. I'm not saying that that's your lifetime story. I'm just saying like that's just the typical
Yes.
lifetime story. But I feel like nowadays with the kids that we have nowadays, by the time they're 18, they want their money. They don't want to hear nothing. They probably want to fight you for it because they feel like they're obligated to something, like you owe them something. So let's have real talk here. If we're gonna have a chit chat, let's have a chit chat.
Yeah, no,
So
what I'm
nowadays
saying is-
you can't. It's like. The parents don't even have the money to save to
Yeah.
put away for the kids. And then when the kids get a job, they want to move out because they feel like they're grown. All these kids nowadays feel like they're grown, like they don't need to do anything. Like they can just talk back like we're their sisters or brothers.
Well, that's a different story because I'm not having it.
There you go. She just said she might have the knuckle over her girls.
Yeah, it ain't no Mike. I know who he is. At least 1 out of 3. But I think what we're trying to get at is that we're not saying like it was never a matter if a son or a daughter was gonna lay around and do nothing. I don't
Right.
think that was ever the case.
Mhm.
The case was always when your kid graduates high school and they're going into college, do you make them pay bills? And bills would meaning put that money down on the rent, help with the car note, help with the car payment, help with the lights, anything essential that is essential to living.
So if you're gonna, my thing is, if they don't have to contribute to the bills, then who's paying that student loan back?
Who necessarily said they're student loans?
I'm just saying if there are student
If there
loans.
are student loans,
So who's gonna help them with the student loan?
with his student loans or her student loans, then yes, when
Maybe
they're
those checks
working,
can go to the student
yeah, it
loans.
could go to student loans. Yes, and I'm gonna help my child with student loans as well. I mean, that's just
That's
me
the
as a
difference
parent.
that you gave them that option, but you never gave me that option.
Yeah.
You just said that you're gonna help.
Because
you
we're
gonna hold
doing
me
as
down.
I
So
am
that
gonna
means
hold
I
you
can go-
down.
That means I can walk around with a Gucci bag
Okay.
and some Gucci loafers
See, no.
because all I gotta do is pay my cell phone, which is
No, I said what we're gonna do.
shout out
is
to
eat.
Boost Mobile for
But
$29.99.
that's not planning for the future. I said we was planning for the future. Planning for the future and getting the Gucci. Alright? No, because Gucci gonna leave your ass broke and on the side of the street.
Shout out to that.
So.
But you know what? Change the routine for your kids. That's all we saying. That's all we
Exactly.
saying.
Break the cycle. That's no matter how we want to flip it, dip it, script it, whatever. Our community is known for when our kids turn 16, 17, 18, 21. that we're making them pay rent to stay in the house, and if not, they can get gone. And then when they get gone, they're thrown into the world on nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying by break that. And like you said, we're not trying to make it so the woman that he falls in love with got to raise a man. But we're making it so that he has a fighting or she has a fighting chance at the real world and not living paycheck to paycheck. When it comes to credit. Because nowadays, if you ain't got no credit, then you ain't got Nathan. I mean, you can't even get a phone in your name if you ain't got credit.
Phone, please. Thank you.
She died up?
I'm dying.
Oh.
Tech support talking a lot of shit.
Right?
A lot.
That's why anybody else's show, the volume would have been turned
Steve,
down.
not heard.
Hello?
Okay.
You gotta put up signs. He's still talking out loud.
Exactly. Where is our sign?
Right. He's supposed to like this.
Exactly.
Right.
He got a voice. All right. But
I mean, we trying to chit chat.
Exactly. Shout out to behind the scenes voices.
Come on now.
They might as well come from behind the scenes.
Right. Be in the scene.
Exactly. But on a more serious note, do we got any more comments? You didn't even come on tech support.
Your phone was dying.
Oh, now tech support is blaming me for being unprepared.
Niche.
We just gonna sit.
I told you guys to charge your
But you know what?
phone.
Like,
You did not tell us that in the email.
Wait, how much y'all paying me again?
She said in the
That was
email.
not in the email.
How much
This
you
is
got
all
paying me
live.
again?
That's why we're able to do this. This is not
Exactly.
something that we plan for.
Negotiations are still.
Right.
My people will call your people.
That's how you know these drinks are kicking in.
Yeah, but so I want to hear what else they had to say about that, because I'm scared to be some of y'all kids.
Ask a question. So
If I gotta be paying half rent and stuff, I'm scared. Gotta be your kid.
Well, I guess I don't know what to say now, but I don't have any kids. One day, soon.
But
That's
Rob,
why I
I don't
like
want to be
that credit,
I can be your kid a little bit, but I ain't being that Rob's kid. No, he gonna have $1,000 comment bill in my name, and I'm only 2 years old. Can't even say my mom. Can't even say comment. It remind you of that meme when it said, "Mama said go to sleep and turn the TV on." Why? It's in my name.
But that always messes up a relationship in the
yeah.
longer down the line.
Oh yeah.
In the future, once they realize that they can't do things in their name because their parent opened it up. But we're not gonna get deep into
We're
that.
not gonna get too deep.
Right.
Rob says you have to teach with actions.
Actions.
Would that mean a belt?
Exactly. To pay your motherfucking rent. Lord, Rob. Lord.
Rob, you gotta come down and join our live.
Rob, you got a wife? Is he married?
No, Rob don't have a wife.
He's single.
I don't know.
Is Rob single?
Leave in the comments if you choose Rob. We love you, yeah.
Shonda says she loves you.
Yes. Oh, I love you too, Shonda. I'm working on a.
It was a delayed response. He a little.
Technical support just read out your comment. Sorry for the 5-minute delay. Don't blame it on the surroundings.
Wayne also said that Caucasian families prepare their kids.
Do they? You better say it,
For the
Dwayne.
world, but African Americans do
You
not.
better say it. You better say it. When little
And
Mikey
Rob
leaves
said-
home.
And I'm sorry, but Rob says no, he likes men's.
All right. Well.
I was leaving it for you, Rob.
Hey, whatever swang
I
you
was just
swang.
leaving it open for you, Rob. That's why I was
We
like,
swanging. But
Let him know.
even all right. So your husband, do you have a significant other? We'll put it like that. Is he agreeing with that? With the kids, with his views?
She's saying, do your partner agree with how you?
That's my question.
She's saying, do your partner agree with your
Your kids should
thoughts?
pay rent.
Oh, yeah, you heard what he said.
Yeah. Oh, the significant other agrees too.
Oh no, he didn't get that far yet. He's
Oh,
still
that's what I'm
coming.
saying, because to me that's gotta be when it's different when you're a single parent
Right.
opposed to when you got a co-pilot.
Shout out to that.
Shout out to the co-pilots because I got a good one.
Sidebar, Rob.
Shout out to Ty.
Look, sidebar, Rob, I got you.
So, but that's something that you have to sit down and talk about with your co-pilot. And I think that when you don't have that co-pilot, that's when the parents start to look for the money and stuff like that. When you have a co-pilot, it's a little bit easier. You know what I'm saying? Because you have somebody else you can lean on for those bills.
Yeah, that's
When
true.
you're a single parent, you have to lean more on your children.
Yeah.
So.
But you know, yeah, you're right.
You gotta prepare your kids for the world, man.
Yeah, absolutely, but it's easier said than done. And
it's so hard to prepare your kids when you have social media too.
oh, please.
What's the ages? Let the people know what the age of your girl, so they know what you have to go through, what you have to deal with, as far as personality wise.
Oh, I have 2 10-year-olds, and then I have a 5-year-old who has been here before. My 10-year-olds, they're the average sneaky, lying little heifers. But my 5-year-old,
She say that in a jokingly way.
yeah,
Because people be gonna take that heifer. She just call her daughter heifer. No, it's not like that.
anybody know me? No, I don't play with my kids, my money on my nigga. You mess with one. Anyway.
She gonna be Cardi B. And that's you.
But no, not. I will not.
Do that.
But on a more serious note, my little one, and she's and y'all know Tanae.
Mm-hmm.
Oof, Jesus. But she's 2 handfuls. But back to what you were saying.
Yeah, she kind of lost her way for a
I
second.
sure
Shout
did.
Getting it back over here.
It's getting
But we
hot.
live, so
Shout out to the Coco Loso.
Yes.
Shout out to the bartender making these drinks strong.
Exactly. Bartender/AR/tech support.
For real.
And good night, Gracie.
Right. You are so sick.
I'm about to hashtag that. Hashtag good night, Gracie. But
You
was
said
that
somebody else
all?
comment?
Oh yeah, Rob did. Just give me 2 seconds. Try to pull it up now.
Oh, we just trying to look at your comment, Rob.
What the hell?
Okay. All right, let's see what Rob says. Rob says, I'm in a relationship, but we don't want kids. I have a bunch of nephews and nieces though, and I teach them to give their mama some money for the bills and save their money.
Okay. That's cool.
I can dig it. I can
What's
dig
wrong with
it.
kids?
There's nothing wrong with not wanting kids. It ain't for everybody. Some people want to travel the world.
For it.
Exactly. That's your prerogative. I watched the Bobby Brown story, so I'm.
Well, I see how you are with me kids, and you are amazing uncle, godfather, whoever you are to these people. So keep doing what you're doing.
Takes a village.
Right, there you go. Shout out to Rob and his village.
Yes.
Yeah. So off the kids?
Yeah.
Where we going to?
Yeah. Speaking of Bobby Brown, you saw Bobby Brown.
Oh, girl. The Bobby Brown was alright. Like, I'm not gonna front. Nobody in the movie looked like nobody.
Janet did look like Janet a little bit. With the curly lace front. Yes, she did. I think she did.
Janet, like, you know what that means? That drink is taking control. That's what that sounds like to me. Because I don't feel like Janet look like Janet. Whitney didn't
What
look
y'all
like
think?
Whitney.
No, Whitney didn't look like Whitney. I would say there's 2 different Whitneys though. There's a Whitney in the beginning. Somebody. This
Come
that
on,
one.
Come on, give me the vocals. Give me the vocals. Come
Y'all not
on,
gonna
man.
gas me on this. No. Y'all not gonna gas me. Yeah. But like I said, I think that there's 2
Dwayne said
Whitneys.
especially Whitney.
But that didn't look like her?
Yeah.
Yeah, she did. I feel like she looked. They was trying to go for the Wendy. The Wendy.
They got the wig right.
Yeah.
They didn't even get the hair right. How about that?
I think they was going for like the bodyguard.
The best Whitney that I've seen cover was Yaya when she did when Wendy did it on Lifetime. Shout out to Yaya from Top Model. She killed that. She made it look like she was actually singing. Shout out to Deborah Cox for doing the vocals on that. She was amazing. You couldn't even tell the difference. If you didn't know that was Deborah Cox singing on the Lifetime version of the Whitney Houston Life Story, then you would have thought that was Whitney because she just killed that.
Yes, I will say that. Yes, that was a better version. I do love the what's the boy's name that plays Bobby Brown? I do love him. He kills. The one that plays Bobby Brown in the Bobby Brown story.
I don't know. He was okay. That
What?
he could have did better.
He killed it from New Edition to the Bobby Brown. I feel like he portrayed Bobby. I feel like he did.
I was just waiting for them to show us Bobby sniffing something. They done showed Whitney sniffing every 5 minutes.
I got a question for y'all.
Life story.
I got a question for y'all.
I don't think Whitney put Bobby on drugs.
That's not what I was gonna say. First, I got a comment and a question. Whitney had that post-drug wig on in the movie before she was on the drug. And do you guys think that that Bobby Brown story was truthful?
I don't.
I felt like it was a little exaggerated.
I feel
for
like
a check.
yeah.
Because he knew he wasn't gonna be able to get Bobby Christina's money.
Nope.
And he know he can't get Whitney's money.
Damn sure.
So it's like, what's my next real? And he just had another baby. Didn't he, like, not too long ago?
And you know what's so crazy? I never even knew he had all these kids. When they was on the, I said, where the fuck? How the fuck? Where the fuck?
Well, that's his prerogative.
Yeah. But
What's the comments? I gotta use the bathroom.
yeah, they're not gonna just put.
Go ahead, what's the
They're not
comments?
gonna just put Janet's business in the street like that because she didn't held that secret for.
What T.S. Madison said, that's that. she got that whisper D. She was.
Yeah. Oh.
Shout out to yeah. Shout out to T.S. Madison. Amazing show. Everybody else enjoy what we just doing right now. This is our first show, and we are so excited to have y'all even tune in and listen to us. Again, I am your boy Antoine London,
And I am Niche, Pretty Niche 1 on Instagram.
yeah, thanks for tuning in. We are gonna come back to you guys a little later.
Yes,
All
so
right.
stay tuned.
Thank
Keep
y'all.
it locked.
Come on now. What are you doing? Can you just cut it off?